It says that I have to have the camera this way. So I don't even know what you guys are seeing on YouTube. Thought this was YouTube, not TikTok. Crying out loud. Give me 1 second. Tell you what, it's all that dog food I've been eating. Let's have a look. Your channel. Let's see what orientation I'm at. Oh, well, that's marvellous. I'm watching it on my screen that way. Oh well. Hello, hello. Hello, how are you? So, I missed everything this morning, didn't I? But let's just have a look at that. Oh well, we watch it this way. So can you all hear me first of all? Mrs. Travelon, what are you watching it on, the phone or the computer? And in which orientation am I? Look, we've got the heater on. I'm bloody freezing. Right, let's have a look. I have to scan down. So we've got Gareth on. Hello, hello Lands Looks. Afternoon, currently staying at H10 Princess, Marie. How's it going down there? I've heard good and bad things about the H10 Princess, but I'm sure you're having a fantastic time. Mrs. Travelon's watching in portrait. So look, we're on portrait. I don't know what to do, how to do it. But as long as you can see me, that's all right. And if you're watching on your phone, well, you're rocking and rolling, ain't you? So let's get going. Questions and answers. Why am I doing a live today is the first question. And that's because this morning I did my usual live mega walk on TikTok, and usually I record it and then put it onto YouTube, don't I? So I know a lot of you might have been waiting for the live catch-up, but I forgot everything this morning. My head is up my arse. Woof woof indeed. If you've seen the TikTok, go over to TikTok and have a look at the video. You'll know why I'm going a bit loopy. Good evening, Stestany. I recognise that name. You're the lady off TikTok, aren't you? I recognise your name off the TikTok. Janice, good afternoon, Mr. Travelon. On phone, its portrait looks fine. Just watch it on phone. If you're watching on the TV, I do apologise in advance. I don't know how to make it portrait. It says I've got to go into advanced settings. How I do that, I ain't got a clue. New to your YouTube, how do I send you a private message? Best on TikTok. It's the only way you can send me private messages on social media, really, because the Facebook and the Instagram's linked to the company, so that all goes to them. And TikTok will get straight to me. Hi, Dave from Dublin and Seoul, Lanzarote. Hello, David. Are you the guy I saw this morning? How are you, David? I met another Dave today outside Seoul, Lanzarote. Got a little bit of posh water. Mrs. Travelon says it's fine. Stephen Best, good afternoon. Patrick, watching on iPad, going home to the snow tomorrow. Yes, it's snowing in England, isn't it? So if you've got any questions, let me know. Weather looks beautiful. It's better than the UK, but it is a little bit chilly. Look, I've got the fire on. Oh, look, I've got the fire on there, look. Shall I move this way so we've got the fire in the background? Look, get it all festive. It'll look a bit more festive there. And I can move that a little bit forward, can't I? So there we go. Yes, the weather's not too bad today. It is a little bit chilly at night. Hello, Mr. T, coming next week. What's the temperature like in the evenings? Just about to say, Alsop 2. In the evenings, you definitely need yourself a pullover. Saying that, I'm in T-shirt and shorts and I'm outside. It's not that cold, but this does kick out quite a bit of heat. So you definitely need like a hoodie or a pullover for the evenings and early mornings if you get up in the morning. Where are you recording from? My house. I'm on the terrace. So I'm sat on the terrace, right in the garden, basically. It's dark already in the UK. It will be dark in an hour here for sure. Shall I give you a Santa hat? No, Mrs. Travelon. I missed the live this morning, was driving my car and could not see it. Where have you been? The live this morning was a disaster, Lands Looks. I forgot the camera, I forgot the memory card for the camera, I couldn't record on YouTube, I forgot the phone. Disaster, but went round Matagorda. I do need a bit of a Grinch outfit, you're right there, Mark. Travelon, have you thought about doing a video of Famara or La Santa? Yes, Paul, but look, there are channels that do that sort of thing, Famara and that, but it's a very selective audience. Not unfortunately, but my audience is the general public, and they like to see touristy sort of things. I know Famara's a touristy thing, but I'll definitely go up there and do it, but looking at the sort of figures of when you post videos, if you do nice videos of like scenery and that, my lovely followers don't really like it. They prefer the normal stuff, you know, what to do on holiday and things like that. But Famara is beautiful, I do agree. Maybe I will go up and have a little look and do a video. Normally stay in Playa Blanca, but this time I'll be in the Barcelo Royal Level. Ooh, the Barcelo Lanzarote Royal Level in Costa de Guise. You mean the Barcelo Active Royal Level. I thought you meant the new Barcelo Playa Blanca. I was going to say that's not in Costa de Guise. What's it like? The Active is really nice, Leslie. I've done a video on here on my YouTube for sure. There's a video all about it. Somebody got engaged, Nicola got engaged in Matagorda 27 years ago. Bloody hell. That's a long time, Nicola. That's a long time. Me and Mrs. Travelon got engaged here in Arifi, in the Arifi Grand. Looks very lush though. Thinking of going out January the 18th, but afraid of the weather being bad. January is not too bad. It's usually all right, January, to be honest. December, January is usually quite nice, like this now. And then sort of February, March can be a bit hit and miss. Coming to the new Barcelo to celebrate a 25th wedding anniversary, Nicola. Well, you'll celebrate well. Now, the new Barcelo looks fabulous, doesn't it? And I thought you'd all be allowed in to have a little nose around. I even said to Mrs. Travelon, next time you're down there, you'll have to go in and have a look at the reception. But I've heard, and I'm a bit pissed off, to be honest, that they've got a big security guard, well, maybe not a big security guard, he's probably just a normal person, telling people if you're not staying here, you can't come in. And I thought they'd have let you at least go in and have a little look at the reception. So if you go down there, just say, well, Mr. Travelon said I could. Get me in trouble, I don't care. I thought that's really bad. I think it's a brand new hotel. It's a good job I did the video and showed you all, isn't it? But apparently, unless you're a resident, I understand a little bit, because obviously, because it's brand new, you are going to get a load of people, aren't you, that are going to just pop in to have a little look. So I'm sure they don't want reception too like busy with people, but I mean, they could have a little look. They don't want no riffraff. Exactly, Nicola. Exactly. We're going to play a blanket on the 17th of Christmas. We have Christmas dinner. Where is the best place? So you're going to play a blanket. I thought you were going to play a blanket. You're going to play a blanket. Christmas dinner. I'm going to do a video on it because there's loads of people doing Christmas dinner. So I'm going to find out who is, and I'm going to do a video on it. How far is the walk from Gran Tagoro to the main strip? From Gran Tagoro to the main strip, you're probably talking, Darren, if you paced it and just didn't stop, probably about 35, 40 minutes. If you stopped off, obviously be a bit longer, but I'd say 35 minutes max. Dave, in 2003, I visited Lanzarote for the first time, but I can't remember where I stayed. However, it was right next to McDonald's. Oof. Well, if it's the old McDonald's, it could have been the Matagorda area, which was a drive-through McDonald's, and that could have been Lava Beach, but I don't think that was open in 2003. It could have been the Floresta or the Hamios Playa. That was that side of McDonald's. The only other McDonald's would have been on the main strip in 2003, and that could have been Lanza Playa. If McDonald's was upstairs, it's now a Chinese restaurant. McDonald's now has moved to the Biosphere Shopping Centre, so it could have been that in 2003. Failing that, if it's by the Biosphere Shopping Centre, maybe the Dorada, or the El Dorado, sorry. Perhaps they should organise tours at the new Barcelo. It will be good advertising. I know, yeah, Janice, they should do, shouldn't they? Come and have a look. Good advertising. Florestic, as Mrs. Travelon says. Sol Lanzarote, maybe. Thank you. So about 4 hours with the kids. Exactly, Darren. If you've got kids with you, it'll take you ages. Seaside Hamios, I had a look at that today. 6 of us booked to go out on the July 25th and wondering, are we able to book boat trips for just 6 of us? Yes, you are, Sharon. If you go onto our website, excursionslanzarote.com, travelon.world, there's a little section when you go on there. If you press, like, if you're on a mobile, in the top corner, there's a little, like, burger, they call it, and that opens up the menu. Have a look at the private tours and private boat section. You'll be able to go in there, and there's boats just for up to 12 people, maximum 12 people. So it's the same price for 12 than it is for 6. So if you can find another 6 people, then you're rocking and rolling. But it's the same price. But that's a private catamaran. I think it's around $6.99 with pickup, and that takes just you out with you and the family. All your drinks are included. If you use the code TTK, you'll get yourself a discount off that as well, and quite a big one as well, because you'll save yourself a bloody fortune. I think it was drive-through, but can't remember. It's got to be Hamios, Floresta, Sol Lanzarote, around that area, I would have said, Paul, if it was a drive-through. Looking forward to staying in the new hotel on February the 21st. Might even see you. Well, Jim, you'll only see me if you invite me in to have a little nose around your room. Otherwise, that security guard will be kicking me out, won't he? But I'm sure they'll let Mr. Travelon in, won't they? What's your favourite excursion you offer for 2 people? Anything private? Well, you can have a private tour, it's Destiny, but it's €95 per person. Doesn't include entrance into like Tim and Fire or any of the attractions. But it's a private tour, so you basically, the tour guide will pick you up in either a Jeep or like a minivan, and will take you around where you want to go. So he'll advise and say, I can take you here, here, here. This you have to pay to get in, this one you don't, this has got the same views. So that's a private tour, it's 95 per person. Anything else private for 2 of you, you could do the buggies. The buggies is only for 2 people. It's not private, but you're in a buggy, just you 2, aren't you? That's that. Private boats will be expensive, or if you don't like many people on the boat, there is a boat that only holds 12 people and does all the water sports, and that's on our website as well, so you can have a look at that. Yeah, have a look at the, I would say have a look at the live catch-up. It wasn't recorded today. Where we are staying in Mind Geyser, 17th to the 27th in Playa Blanca. Is it any good? Yeah, I did a full video on Mind Geyser. Have you not seen it on here, Rolls Royce, or Roy's Roll? I've done a full video. I stayed there when it first opened. So have a look on here. Just go into the TikTok and put Mind Geyser, and it'll tell you exactly where it is. I'm just having a look at this to see how I can change the orientation of this. Doesn't actually tell me how to do it. It just says at the beginning, go into advanced settings to change your orientation. Never mind. We're arriving Easter Sunday next year. We are going to do the private tour, but came in Kalima in October and felt it too hot. Anything, so maybe next time. Yeah, it's hot in Kalima. It's hot in Kalima. You just don't want to move. 10th wedding anniversary, bloody hell, in the new Barcelo. I know you're stopping there. You keep messaging me on TikTok about that, don't you? Yeah, it's beautiful, beautiful place. You've seen all the videos. I put a video on TikTok today, if you've seen it. Question is, have you seen it? I know a lot of you YouTubers don't use TikTok, do you? But it's got, oh my God, how many views has it got? Let's have a look. It's got 6,000 views already. It's that one there, and that'll explain why I'm very forgetful lately, because I've been eating something that I shouldn't have been. My partner and I are staying 11 nights in Famara Gardens. I know that one, Playa Blanca, from the 26th of May. Have you been or know it? Yeah, I know Famara Gardens. It's literally just down the road from me. Lovely little place. I haven't been round and done a full video there. I did the weather there once, but I will get in there and do it. When the clouds are gone in the morning, I'll go and have a good old nose around. How do you see tourism in Lanzarote in the coming years? Increasing or decreasing? God knows, boo-boo. I've said for the last 6 months, it's going to pop. Something's going to go. Something's going to drop. It's quiet at the moment, but I don't know. I thought that this year would be bad, but this year's been really good. And prices are stupid. Prices of hotels and flights have gone up, but people are still coming. So I don't know, with the cost of living and everything, surely something's got to give. I don't know. I think it's going to go down. We come back to Lanzarote in May. We loved being there this summer. Stayed in Royal Monica, that's nice. It's good value for money. Yeah, Royal Monica, is really nice, really good value for money. It's really cheap, isn't it? It needs a little bit of a facelift. Could do with modernising a bit, but pay for what you get, and I mean, it is real good value for money there. Food looks all right, accommodation's basic, great location, right on the front. I'm quite into the Royal Monica. How were Jack and Alfie after their kick-off this morning? They're all right, they've been playing games all day, Mark. There's a new Fortnite out, so they've been playing bloody Fortnite. Hi Dave, here at Los Sacos, lady in restaurants said to say hi, and said she used to have a Travelon shop next door. Did indeed. I used to have a Travelon shop next door. It wasn't a Travelon shop, it was Mrs. Travelon. It was Mrs. Travelon's shop. doing all that. But I used to work in Los Ocos as well as a rep many years ago, many years ago. I need to get in there and have a good old nose around. Apartments or villas recommended for Playa Blanca, nice one. If you want apartments and Villa Marie, have a look at LanzaroteLates.com. They do a big selection of apartments and villas. How long does it take to get from Porto del Carmen from Playa Blanca? Is there a direct bus? Yes, there is a bus that will take you to Porto del Carmen. Can't remember the number, but it'll probably take about 35 minutes to get to Porto del Carmen. Easy peasy. If you're on Android, it's in settings, display, advanced. Oh my God. Then auto rotate screen. I'm not, I'm on bloody iPhone. I hate iPhone as well. Right, I see what you mean. So it's in the settings of the iPhone, auto rotate. Bloody iPhone. Coming to Playa Blanca with the family on Thursday. What's the best restaurant to eat? Playa Blanca, there's loads, Lee. Have a look on this channel. I've done loads. I've done Indian restaurants, Arabella's. I've done La Casa. That's a great restaurant. A really good value for money. I've done the Indian Curry House, the Spice Fusion, Hot Dog Planet. I've done loads. There's loads of videos on there in Playa Blanca. But yeah, my favourites, Arabella's, La Casa. They're great. Indian, if you one end of town, go to Spice Fusion. If you're this end of town by the harbour, go to the Curry House. If you want Italian, up in Faro Park, there's a nice one. Chow Chow Burger does the best burgers. Fish and chips, Popeyes, always. Breakfast, Irish Anvil. Did you meet up with the Night Strider? No, I didn't meet up with the Night Strider because he was on a cruise. However, I did sort him out with a private tour, which we're waiting for the video of. But I did sort him out with a private tour, but I didn't meet up with him. In fact, I think I was in England. Views from Royal Monica would hard to beat. Yeah, exactly. Royal Monica, beautiful views. 161 bus Rolls Royce. There you go. Patrick's got the 161. Looking for a budget break in February, self-catering. Any recommendations? Any Canaries? Budget break in February. I don't know what the prices are like in February, but if you look at anything in Porto del Carmen, that's usually got some cheap sort of self-catering apartments. Are you at your apartment? Yes, indeed. All 6 of us are staying in Plus Farionis. Ooh. When we go, thanks to your video, can't wait. Do you recommend we book excursions before we get there? Yes, indeed, especially for 6 of you, Sharon. Like I said, if you use the code TTK on the website, if you use the code TTK on the website, you'll get yourself a discount, so you can save yourself some money. And depending when you go in, so if you're going next year, you'll get this year's prices as well, because our site is not set up to change prices ready for next year. So you'll get this year's prices, and they can't do nothing about it. Nicola Walkies. Yes. Oh, I tell you. If you haven't seen the TikTok video, go over and see it. Hi Dave, what are you doing on Christmas Day? Where are you sat now? I'm sat in my gaff DJ travels. What am I doing Christmas Day? Not using the drone. I haven't used the drone for a bit, and now I've got nothing to bloody use the drone for. Now the hotel's open, have I? So DJ Travels came over and sent me some drone footage, which is the first drone footage I used at the hotel. And then I thought, I better buy a drone. So I went and spent a lot of money on a drone, and I'm just too scared to send it up there. To be honest, I need to go and do more. Christmas Day here, I'll be sat here having Christmas dinner. I'll be cooking Christmas dinner like a slave. And then I'll be serving Christmas dinner like a slave. And then I'll be eating Christmas dinner, and then I'm going to go to sleep. But me and Mrs. Travelon are going to do a Christmas Day walk while the turkey's cooking. Went to the curry house on Wednesday for tapas, but it wasn't open, oh dear. Disappointed, was looking forward to it after your video. I thought it was open every day. Nicola, you like our video, don't you? Who is good for car hire? If you go on to a website called LanzaroteInformation.co.uk, Mike and Julie, they do searches for car hire for you, so they go and find the best deals for you. They're quite good. I am going to be the Grinch at Christmas. I can't be doing Christmas, absolute nonsense. Hi, is Rancho Texas open Christmas period? Rancho Texas open every single day, 365 days of the year, even Christmas Day. Ate at Pablo's in the square in Costa de Guise. Best steaks I've had for a long time. It looks good there. Yeah, I've heard of that. Pablo's. Mrs. Travelon loves Christmas indeed. So we're here on bloody YouTube, aren't we? And I thought this is completely different. I reckon YouTube's trying to be like TikTok, doing it this way. Because if I turn the phone round, it's going to tell me no, and I don't know how. I don't. Hi from Kings Norton. Bloody hell, Kings Norton. Did I used to live in Kings Norton? I think I used to live in Kings Norton. Did I? I can't remember where I used to live. I used to live in Longbridge. I'm trying to think where Kings Norton is. I'm sure Longbridge and Rubery way I used to live, and then Northfield way. Kings Norton's around there, isn't it? I can't remember where Kings Norton is. Met you this year. I bet you did. I bet you did on one of my lives. I remember someone saying Kings Norton on one of my lives. Or we did a tour. There you go. Breezes Marina, beautiful restaurant in Playa Blanca. Would recommend. Yeah, Breezes Marina is one of the top restaurants in Playa Blanca. They set fireworks off, and everyone thinks it's because they've made 20 grand on the day, but it's not. It's just because it's somebody's birthday. But that's the story. Hiya from Belfast. Hello, Sharon from Belfast. Hope you're well. So Guitar Player One is at Los Socos. Great hotel that. I worked in Los Socos in 2004. It wasn't a great hotel then, but it got refurbished just after I left. God, I got the back end of it. The rooms had carpet in, and it was like, you know, that chewing gum carpet that you get because it's that old. We used to have some fun there, I'll tell you. There was queues of people outside kicking off. If there's a lady that's still there called Kim, go and say, Kim, Mr. Travelon said, do you remember 2003, 2004, Los Socos, and how much fun we used to have? Now it's beautiful. Now it's all been done out. They stripped all the rooms out. That was the dishwasher playing a little tune there. Yeah, Mark, that was a dishwasher finishing. See, we're live. We can't control things, can we? We can't control dishwashers going off and stuff. So I thought I'd do a quick live because obviously we missed out, didn't we? We missed out on the live catch-up. And what this does with YouTube is it records the live and then it will put it on as a video later, and then people will watch. So maybe I shouldn't have done this live because people are going to come on and think, oh, I'll watch the live catch-up, and then they're going to be annoyed because I'm just sat here talking crap. Well, there you go, Mark. Indeed. I don't know about normal people, though, but definitely normal lives. Do you know what the temperature will be over Christmas? I don't, but I can tell you that usually Christmas dinner, we're sat here, and it was only last year, I said, I am not sitting in the bloody sun eating Christmas dinner. It's ridiculous. We're having dinner later. So I used to sit here about 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, and it was roasting. Literally a roast dinner and a roast Misty Travelon. And that's been for the last few Christmases. It's been so sunny. So I reckon mid-20s for sure. Everything now, from sort of now until January, sort of mid-20s. Then February it might drop, and February might get a bit of rain. Let's have a look. If I missed any questions, just ask again, all right? So ask anything, I don't care. It doesn't have to be about Lanzarote. Where's the posh water? Well, it's in a glass because Mrs. Travelon bought me a 5-litre bottle of posh water. It's a massive one, you should see it. She thought it was original. She said, oh, look, I've never seen these before. They do sell them in every supermarket, but she's never seen them before. Good evening again from Belfast, somebody else from Belfast. What's it like in the Old Town PDC for King's Day? Well, King's Day, so for those of you who don't know what King's Day is, obviously we have Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. They drag it on in Spain. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day. And then they have then you have New Year's Eve, then you have New Year's Day, and then you have King's Day, and I think it's the 7th of January, could be the 4th. And the King's Parade goes down Puerto del Carmen and down Playa Blanca, and they throw sweets out for the kids. But it goes all the way down the new town and then into the old town. So wherever you are along that strip all the way down to the old town, you'll be able to see the Kings. So you'll be rocking and rolling, you'll be seeing that. Okay, I've got some chicken in the oven, I can smell it. Hope it's not burning. Mrs. Travelon, check that chicken. Give it a turn. Is Jackie coming over for Christmas? Unfortunately, yes, Mark. She'll be watching this now going, yes, she is. She's not on, otherwise she'll be commenting for sure. Yes, she'll be here for Christmas to drive me bloody crazy. Is there any treats from the UK you can't get over there that you miss? Greg's sausage rolls for Alfie, that's about it, Paul. But you can actually get Greg's sausage rolls, but you have to cook them yourself, they're frozen. No, not really any. I miss fish and chips. When I went back to England, I had fish and chips from the Chippy. Oh, that's what I miss. You can't get it here. You can go down Popeyes and have fish and chips on a plate, which is nice, but it isn't fish and chips wrapped up in paper and sat in your living room just with curry sauce, and that's what I miss. Evening from Cambridge, being back a week from Playa Blanca and missing the warm weather. I bet you are, Neil. It is warm weather as well. Chippy dinners and Mackey's milkshake. Yeah, McDonald's milkshakes as well. They don't do that. Oh, she's on, Mark. Look, you've awoken her. You've prodded her. You've prodded her, Mark. Now she's on. The mother is on. I knew she was watching. Mrs. Travelon. Go and check that chicken, Mrs. Travelon, please. So yeah, my mother's coming out for Christmas. I've told everybody this Christmas, leave me a bloody alone Christmas Day, because I'm cooking dinner, I'm stressed, I'm hot, and Christmas dinner stresses me out, so just leave me alone to get on with it. Otherwise, well, expect the consequences, that's all I'm saying. Anyone that cooks a bloody Christmas dinner knows the stress of cooking a Christmas dinner. It's not enjoyable, is it? Everyone else is sat round waiting for the dinner while you're sweating and cooking it. Watching from H10 Lanzarote Princess, beautiful hotel. I do like the H10 hotels. My favourite is the H10 Rubicon Palace. Is it Rubicon Palace? Yeah, H10 Rubicon Palace. But H10 Lanzarote Princess is really nice. You're not coming to mine, Mark. I am not cooking for any more people. How many have I got to cook for? One, two, three. So it's an extra person, but the stress that one person causes throughout the week of staying there is like times 10. So I may as well be cooking a banquet. Coming to PDC tomorrow from Monday to Friday. Broadcast. She'll break something as well, Mark, for sure. Every time she comes out, every time she breaks something or bleaches something. Does Mrs. Travelon work with you? If not, what she do for a living? Mrs. Travelon makes t-shirts look like this. Don't let the buggers get you down. And she does gifts. So her website is called diversionlanzarote.com. So she does all gifts for people. So if you want birthday gifts with like your name on, personalised products, and that's why she goes out delivering on a Sunday. And then she does uniforms and stuff. So a lot of the bars and restaurants come to her for like uniforms, staff t-shirts and stuff like that. So she used to have a shop in Puerto del Carmen before COVID, and then COVID hit, and the landlord said, "Oh well, I won't charge you full rent." You know what I mean? I won't charge you the full rent of €2,500 a month we were paying in rent. The prices are astonishing, and it was only a tiny little shop. I'll charge you half. How long were we locked away for COVID? Was it nearly 2 years? So I just closed it. I said, no, we'll run it from home. So now we put everything online, and it's diversionlanzarote.com. And you can order all your gifts. If you're coming on holiday and you want to order a gift, or it's somebody's birthday, she can organise balloons, flowers, maybe even cakes. We'll definitely know somebody that does cakes. Or you can get like stuff printed and with your name on, and photos on canvas and stuff like that. So that's what she does. Yes, Alfie, the mother does come out for Christmas, bless her. Have you got a Facebook page? Everything's travelon.world, Leslie. And I do put the videos on Facebook as well, but later on. And Facebook's drives me crazy. You have to schedule it all. But yeah, Travelon. Everything's travelon.world. Yeah, it was the best move getting out of that shop, to be honest. What was it like living through lockdown out there? It was strict, but I quite liked it. It was really strict, like to the point of patheticness, but the whole thing was, in my opinion. So you weren't allowed out, literally were not allowed out. You were allowed out between 6 a.m. and 10 a.m. for a walk, but you had to wear your mask. So I used to go out at 6 a.m. for a walk along the front without a mask, and there was no one there. Like, I was literally on my own walking, and then one day I walked past and the police pulled up in a car and said, put your mask on. It's like, there is nobody around. Then you were only allowed to like go to the supermarket local to you. Now in Playa Blanca we've got really crap supermarkets, so I used to drive to the one in Mercadona, but I actually was going to the shop that Mrs. Travelon had on to rip everything out and bring it back, because I actually wasn't allowed to do that either. So I used to say I'm going to the supermarket, and they used to wait on the island and check every single car going to the supermarket, and on the way back you had to show your receipt. It was proper strict. Proper strict. Friends on Fuerteventura say they were trapped just walking their dog for 20 minutes. They were. It was mental. It was mental. But I quite enjoyed lockdown. There's me a big bottle of posh water. Look at that for a side. Look at that for posh water. Yes. I'm going to have a little top up. That's the biggest bottle of posh water that you can find. 5 litres worth. I've just dropped the top. What is coming to the channel in 2024? Loads of stuff. I want to do interviews in the streets. So I want to go out and interview people on their summer holiday. That's what I want to do. I also am going to do more sort of saver tips. Like I want to go around, I want to like do some shopping tips, how to save yourself some money on holiday, what not to buy, what to buy. So like supermarket things, ideas of things you can cook if you're self-catering, save yourself some money. I'm just a tight git really. Cash point machines, which ones to use and what not to use. And then I want to get to all the other Canary Islands as well. So Tenerife, Gran Canaria, Fuerteventura, and do some more of them. And definitely do more in Fuerteventura as well. And just try and grow the channel that way, because, well, Lanzarote is Lanzarote, isn't it? I can't just have a channel on Lanzarote, otherwise it's never going to get any bigger than what it is now. Yeah, it was really strict, Paul. We came out just before they stopped all the flights. It was brilliant seeing Playa Blanca back to life after COVID. Yeah, it was good when it all opened up. And do you know what? Now, where's it all gone? Because I went to the supermarket today in Lidl, and we're out of hand sanitizer. I have a little pump thing, a little thing just as you walk in the door. Because I think that was the only thing that they should have kept from COVID. The masks, no, get rid of them. But bloody hand sanitizer, it makes sense. It made sense to go to the supermarket. They had the little roll of blue paper, sanitizer. You could squirt it on there, wipe your trolley down, and sanitize your hands, and you were in. Where's that gone? I can't even buy hand sanitizer now. I don't even know where they sell it. It's ridiculous. That was the only good thing that they should have kept from there, is the hand sanitizer. And my old mother used to use it well before COVID. She used to drive us mad. Every time we went out, she'd be, put some of this on. But she was actually right. The only thing she's ever been right on in her life. She'll be watching now, cursing me. Will be good to see more breakfast reviews. And I've got to do breakfast video as well. Yes, I want to do breakfast. So I'm also going to do breakfast video. And what I want to do is go and try a €2.50 breakfast, €2.50, which is the cheapest, and go from the cheapest to the expensive, which is about $6.50, and see the difference, and see what you're getting for $2.50, and is it worth the price? And compared to the one with the better quality food. But I don't know whether to do it in one video or a few videos. I don't know. I think I'll probably do a few videos and we'll sort of spread it out. But yeah, definitely that. More restaurant videos as well. There's loads of new restaurants opening, so I'm going to do that. More hotel videos, more hotel stays, so I can get in there and stay the night. Do you watch a night strider in Tenerife? I don't watch him not because I don't like him. I just don't have time to watch YouTube because I'm bloody too busy making bloody videos. So I don't get to watch anything, but I do know him, and he came over to Lanzarote and I sorted him out with a private tour, so we should be doing a video on that soon. Well, he's got a great channel. He's doing ever so well. He's got like 50-odd thousand followers, hasn't he? So he's doing really well. And again, he doesn't do the sort of, I do a lot of editing, so I like my videos to be like proper edited out. Maybe I shouldn't, because another guy, Kevin, Scotsman in Tenerife, he's another great YouTuber as well, and he just goes around with his phone, takes videos, real short videos, boom, 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 bashes them out, and he's got like 50,000. There's me upstairs editing like a donut, and getting less views. Maybe I should just go out. What will be a good video, Kevin? Oh yeah, the one with Night Strider. Yeah, he's not with me in it, but he did come over, Andrew, and went out there. But I think he's got a lot of editing to do. He said, because he actually has to edit those videos out, and that's the problem. If you start filming videos like that, which is the ones I do, you have to edit them out. Kevin, Scotsman in Tenerife, will just go travelling all the world, and we'll literally walk down the street and that'll be his video, and he'll just walk down, talk, point things out, and that's his video. But he's doing ever so well just doing that. So crack on. If that's the way it goes, it's the way it goes. But unfortunately, I'm trying to sort of build a little brand with Travelon and the company sort of behind it. So I have to do it like, I have to sort of edit it down and make it look nice. But we're doing all right. We've got 12,000 something followers, but we've got 90,000 on TikTok. TikTok's the way forward. That's the new thing. Because I mean, we're live now. We've got 87 people on. Usually when I do the lives on TikTok, it's about 1,000. So TikTok's definitely leading the way in sort of social media videos. We do Wayne Harrison at Abbey Road. I've not been to Abbey Road, but I've heard it's good. Are you nibbling on your Scooby snacks? No, Patrick, I'm not. Some people on here won't know what you're talking about, Patrick. I should tell you. They're in the car. I'll get Mrs. Travelon, if you're listening, can you go and get in my car is a packet of something that I did the video on TikTok, and I'll let these lot know what it is. Love the hotel videos. Yeah, the hotel videos are great, aren't they? I do like that. They've been the most successful videos that I've done are the ones of the hotels, where I go in and have a look at hotels. Nicola's video is the most trending one that I've had, and that's where she showed me around the Rio and showed me her room. She was one of the first people, in fact, I think she was the first ever person to do like a room tour, and then it kicked off. It got 500, nearly 500,000 views, to the fact that TUI in her local town was showing that video to people. Funniest TikTok I've seen today. Yes. I know, Patrick, he's off. Is that where you live? Great views. Yes, this is it. Yeah.
Are they for dogs?
Yeah, you need to watch TikTok. So, if you haven't watched the TikTok, and you're not on TikTok, because I know a lot of you are like, I don't do TikTok. But I've done a video, it's up now, explaining that for the last few days, because I'm on a diet, and I'm sort of on a sort of high protein, low carb diet, well, it's hard to find things to snack on because it's all bloody sandwiches. If you're on a high protein diet and you want something to eat, it's either a sandwich or nothing, or you buy a packet of ham. Well, in the overseas English supermarket, they have a little sort of section which is the special offer section. And in there, they sell like jerk chicken, like, you know, that dried beef that you get. Is it called jerk chicken? It's an American thing. I can't remember the name of it. What's it called? Anyway, so it looks like this. So I've been eating this for the last few days, right? And the other day I went in and like bought a load of them because they're on special offer. I thought I'm going to get a load of them in so I can keep them in the house. And if I'm peckish, I'm going to eat that. And I took them to the counter, and the lady at the counter was like, oh, does your dog, I can't remember what she said. She said, does your dog like them? I was like, what are you talking about? They're for humans. But they're not. They're dog food. So for the last few days, I've been eating dog food. Can you get your hat on, right? So beef jerky, look, it looks like beef jerky. And if you go in there, they actually sell beef jerky. It's in the same packet. But look, right, now she said, yeah, look, it's got a dog's face on it. But that could be anything. That's like a gym product to me. I've got a gym product in there that's got a picture of a gorilla on. Do you know what I mean? It's like a pre-workout, a gorilla. So that to me is like a wolf. And it's called crave, which would suggest craving food, yeah. And then all it says is satisfying your, it says satisfying on there. It says protein chunks, beef and rind, and it says 100% natural. It looks like fucking beef jerky. But the only thing there, look, is a picture of a dog. So I've been eating these in the car. They taste like shit, but I was eating them anyway, thinking they taste crap, but they're full of protein. There is nothing. Someone said it says for dogs on the back. It does not. It does not say anything about dogs. And I went back in the shop to buy one, and I said to the woman, can you believe I've been eating these? And she said, someone else did it as well. Because they're not in the pet section. They were on the special offer section. Now, if they were in the pet section, obviously I wouldn't have bought them. But look, they even look like beef jerky. I've been eating them for days. That's why I've been on a fast for 72 hours. They taste like shit. They taste like crap. How many did you wolf down? Loads. I've been eating them for days. Your head looks shinier. Yeah, I know, my hair's been growing and everything. Can you answer me something, Dave? We're coming out for the new year and staying in Costa de Guise. Where is the best place for New Year fireworks? Arrecife, PDC or Costa de Guise? Arrecife is going to be your best fireworks for sure down on the beach. Porto del Carmen does nice fireworks down on the beach. I'm sure there'll be fireworks in Costa de Guise too, but I'm not sure what they're like. But Porto del Carmen and Arrecife will be good. Arrecife is closer to you for sure. Do they sell protein shakes there? They do in Lidl, actually, but they're not protein shakes, Chris. They're like protein yogurts. I've got one in the fridge, actually. Have you started barking yet? No. Oh, God, look at that. We've got 105 on since I started talking about dog food. We must have a lot of dog fans on. We must have picked it up. Rosie's or Quality Street? Oof. I'm going to say Rosie's. No Quality Street, but no coffee flavour. Anyone that eats coffee flavour can go and sit in the corner at my house at Christmas and just finish them off, because I am not touching a coffee flavoured chocolate. I leave them all. I saw something where you can go to a place, I think it's in London somewhere, and you can get like a box of Quality Street, but you can actually fill it up with whatever ones you want. So you could just have the purple ones. They're my favourites. Thanks, Irish. I'm looking a bit woof. Yes, so I put it on TikTok. I wonder how many views we've got. I thought it might go a little bit viral, that video. So I did a video on TikTok for it. It was going well. Let's have a look. It was on 6,300 when we started this live. 6,300 views. Oh, it doesn't seem to have moved. Oh, but the chicken smells nice that I've got in the oven. You all right, Alfie? Yeah. Alfie's up to something. Go out and enjoy your last evening meal. Don't you worry, Judy. Enjoy yourself. Enjoy it, enjoy it, enjoy it. I didn't start barking. I hear there's been flash floods. Do you know what? Somebody else said there was flash floods. I have not seen any floods here. Maybe in Arrecife. Maybe in Arrecife. There were some pictures posted. We're at Sol Lanzarote Hotel. It's amazing. Saw your review. The food is amazing, but eating out at Universal's nice. That's a really old restaurant. It's been there for years. And Sol Lanzarote is lovely. What's your prediction for the weather in 2 weeks? I'd like to say it's going to be sunny, but I reckon we might have some rain next week, and then it'll be all right for Christmas. It's never rained Christmas, but let's see. Touch wood, it doesn't rain. And I'm going to see you over Christmas as well, aren't I? And we're going to do a video about the tropical island hotel, and we're going to do a video all about travelling with autism as well. That was a really good video that I did before, so it'd be really good to do another one. Should I book our meal out for New Year's Eve or just go with the flow? Ferrionis Plus from Boxing Day. New Year's Eve's not as bad as Christmas dinner. I think you'll be all right New Year's Eve. I think you'll be fine. Christmas dinner, I'd say get booking. Heading to PDC the 10th, can't wait, fantastic. What's your favourite resort on the island? I'd have to say Playa Blanca, then Puerto del Carmen, then Costa de Guise, then Arrecife. Back again in Dreams in March, great stuff. Yeah, we can do that video, no worries at all, I've got it penciled in. I finally get a live vlog with Dave, always miss them. I know, and the reason you've got a live vlog, Karen, is because TikTok, I didn't record it today. I forgot the camera and everything, all that dog food I've been eating. Has anyone invited you for a room tour? No, Destiny, you're inviting me for a room tour, ain't you? You're going to talk your other half into it, you told me. No one's invited me yet. In fact, no, Pip invited me, but I don't know when she's coming. And she said she can't be in the video. We're off to Portugal on Tuesday for 4 weeks. Wow, taking our fire sticks, so we'll be watching your fantastic DJ Travels. So if anybody's on here, you've got DJ Travels there. I don't know how to do anything on here, so I don't know. I don't want to press anything DJ Travels unless I... oh, hang on, let me do that. Oh, there you go. So I've just pinned the comment there. Follow DJ Travels, does really good drone videos all around wherever he goes traveling. So he does really good drone videos, and he's the one that got me into the drone and then made me spend a load of money. So he's cost me an absolute fortune. But I did get some good videos out of it, so don't worry. But yeah, he does some really good drone videos. He's not scared like me. Unfortunately, I am too scared to send it up too high. Right, now I've pinned you on there, DJ Travels. I don't know how to unpin you. Oh my God, this is complicated, isn't it? This is complicated. Oh, sod it. Don't worry about it. Right, what else we got? Am I treating Mrs. Travelon to a night in the new hotel? No, I'm not, Karen. I'm going to let other people show me around, and then, yeah, I will do. I want to do a whole family there, so I'm just waiting. I'm waiting until they're struggling. At the moment, they don't need the publicity, do they? They've just opened, but I'm waiting until they've calmed down a bit. And because I've got an in there now with Anna, who was lovely, by the way, I'm going to see if I can get a free night. Sod it. I'm not going to pay for it. If I can get a free night, why not? What time's the sunset? The sun should be setting now. In fact, if you look over there, look, you can sort of see it's a little bit orange. Look, can you see? A little bit orange over there. So the sun is setting a little bit. Going to Coraleco on Boxing Day for 5 nights. Is it worth doing any day trips to Playa Blanca by ferry? Yeah, that's, in fact, in Fuerteventura, someone said, why don't you sell many things in Fuerteventura? In Fuerteventura, the main excursions are over to Lanzarote to see Tim and Fire and to get the ferry and all that sort of stuff. Are they still doing fireworks each night in Playa Blanca? No, they don't do fireworks every night. It's just now and again. And the Hotel Breezes Marinas just sends a couple of fireworks up if it's somebody's birthday. Anna was a star. Yes, she was. That's the one, Nicola. Have you done it? I'll be there, Paul, for sure. Nice place. Thank you very much, Karen. Are cruise ships stopping in Playa Blanca? No, are they, balls? They built that cruise ship harbour and then they've actually done absolutely nothing about it. So they built the harbour area. When you go down the harbour, you'll see a big white building. That was meant to be to see all the cruise ships in and check them in and stuff. It's not. It's just a massive ferry port. And the water there was too low for the cruise ships to come in. So they messed it up. Plus, there's a lot of politics with Arrecife. So all the cruise ships, if you're coming on a cruise, you're going to Arrecife. And Arrecife is a nice place, but when you pull up in the dock, it looks horrible. So it doesn't give a good impression. So it would have been better to have it down in Playa Blanca, but they've totally messed it all up. So it's now all the cruise ships still come in. Alan's on. Good evening, Alan. How are you? There you go. I'm going to pin you on there now, Alan. So Alan's another vlogger from Scotland, and he does some great videos. And I think if I remember rightly, he's going over to Tenerife. He always stops in the Gran Arona Hotel. I think that's the right name for it. But he's doing some really, really good videos. So go over and follow DJ Travels and follow Allan's Homemade Vlogs, because he's just bought the same camera as me. And I thought I was the only bloody one to have done it, because I got it thanks to Lanzarote Villas messaged me and said the DJI Pocket 3's out, go and get it. And lo and behold, I saw Allan doing a video with a microphone similar to this. I thought, he's using the Pocket 3 there. So he stepped up his game, and I tell you what, he's got the best camera in the world now, and you'll see the quality of the videos. They're great, aren't they, Allan? So I hope you're really enjoying that camera, and your videos are looking really, really good, mate. And if you need any sort of advice, I have no idea how to use it myself, to be honest, but I do know some little tips and tricks. But you're doing really well with that camera, the best one. So if anybody does want a camera to go vlogging, the DJI Pocket 3 is amazing. The quality is superb. Did laugh when Walk with Tim did your hard rock video. Do you know what? Walk with Tim keeps doing some similar things to me. I don't know. I doubt he knows who I am, because he's got like 130,000. But some of his videos are getting a little bit similar to Mr. Travelon's. I tell you, I'm watching his videos and getting tips from that. I'm like, how does he do that? What does he do that? He's doing amazing, Walk with Tim. He does so well. If he comes over here, I'm grabbing him and I'm going to do a little Terry's talk with him, because he's doing so good. But yeah, you'll get around that camera, Allan. It's really easy once you get used to it, and don't worry about it too much. The quality is just immense, isn't it? It's just immense. And it's -5 in Scotland, bloody hell. Yeah, Tiggerific Tales. Follow Tiggerific Tales as well, because he does all stuff about autism, and he's coming out as well. I don't know if this is your channel, but I'll pin you there so you can follow that channel as well. And there'll be some videos about sort of travelling with autism, and Rue's coming out, and we're going to do a video on that as well when we're out here. But we'll give your channel a push when we do the video. Oh, the chicken's done, I've been told. What are we having with the chicken? Don't even know what.
Chips, pasta.
Well, you make it.
Okay.
I don't want pasta. I'll have some crave. I'll keep it protein rich. I'll have some crave. Can you believe it? Please tell me, does anybody actually, would anybody else fall for that? If it wasn't in the pet aisle, would you actually think it's beef jerky, or have I actually just like really just not seen that little dog there? It doesn't look like dog food to me. It looks like gym stuff. Overpaying. Pie and chips for us. Pie and chips. We're having chicken and something. Is Kevin headed? Yes. Do you know what? I think Scotsman in Tenerife, Kevin, who I was talking about earlier, I think he's coming to Lanzarote. I can't remember when he said it's soon. Maybe it's this week. Maybe it's tomorrow, Allan. I know he did message me and say, so I'll be definitely doing some videos with him as well. I heard you're feeling a bit rough. I am indeed. So yeah, DJ Travels should be, no, DJ Travels, I'm getting bloody mixed up. See, it's a bloody dog food. Scotsman in Tenerife is coming out. I don't have animals, so I wouldn't go down the dog aisle. Well, exactly, Karen, it wasn't in the bloody dog aisle. It was in the special offers aisle next to the Mars bars. Next to Mars bars. But it wasn't in the pet aisle. So there you go. Yeah, I'm going to be doing quite a few collabs as well. And I'm also thinking of doing a podcast. I'm not sure yet. There's a lot of things going on. But I might build a podcast studio and do proper podcasts, like where people come and I do like real interviews and stuff. But I don't know. Let's see what happens next year. I've got to see, because like I said, if somebody asked earlier, what do you think the predictions are for tourism? And if tourism goes the way I think, I need to do something, don't I? So maybe I'll become the tourist and go travelling, because you can make some money on YouTube. I know Kevin's made Scotsman in Tenerife's made a full-time job of it. That's his job. Walk with Tim, that's his job. Night Strider, he's not his job, because he's just opened a bar and he does car hire and that, but it could be his job if you wanted it to be. You can make a little bit of moolah on YouTube, but you have to get up there to like 50,000 plus to be making serious money. I mentioned to my friends at Monster Radio, yeah, I know Monster, indeed. Heading to Arona Grande, 28th of December, there you go. So make sure to have a look at Allan's videos. I'm sure there'll be some on the Arona Grande, and he'll get full access because he's been there that many times. They know him, Mr. Allan. I bet they call you Mr. Allan, don't they? How long have you done videos for? I've only started, Stephen, just after COVID, so I don't know when did COVID finish. It's a good couple of years, but it's sort of just started kicking off. And it was more TikTok that kicked me off. Nobody's doing TikTok apart from me, to be honest. And I like TikTok because I've now got 91.3 thousand, and my dog food videos got to 7,000 views, 7,500 views. So hopefully that'll kick off and go a little bit viral. So yeah, I've done it for a bit. 365 days. Yes, 365 days a year resort. There you go, Patrick. You can come out here 365 days of the year, can't you? The weather is fabulous. I'll tell you what, that's kicking out a load of heat. That is behind me. It's really nice. Kevin's flight booked for the 8th. There you go. I knew it was sometime around there. Well, I suppose that's not long, really. What are we in? We're on the 4th, 3rd. What are we on? 3rd or 4th today? I don't even know. We're on the 3rd, so 4th tomorrow, so 4 days. Mrs. Travelon wants a pennies jumper, Pat. Get one. Just an idea. There was a guy called Shane Todd who interviews people here. He's making a good living, and you should look him up. Oh, I'll have a look at him. Shane Todd. Does he interview people in the street? That's what I'm thinking of doing. See, the original idea was to do that. There was a guy doing tours of people's apartments in New York, and he'd stop them in the street and say, how much do you pay for rent? Can I come and have a look at your apartment? And I did the same thing with Nicola, who's on here, and we did the Rio Hotel, and I stopped her in the street, allegedly, and said, oh, where are you stopping? She said, Rio, can I come and have a look at your apartment? We went and had a look, and it was the most popular video. And do you know what? I'm stupid. I should do that, shouldn't I? I should do more of them. So maybe I'll get back to doing that. No, in a home studio. Okay, I'll have a look at him. Thank you for that. That's what I'm thinking of doing, setting up like a proper podcast. Maybe I don't need a studio. I can just do it here. I do terrace talks where I meet people on holiday and have a chat on their terrace. But it's one of them things where people like the tours of the rooms, but then when the terrace talk comes on, a lot of people drop out. You can see they give you a little graph of your video, and it's always they see the room and then everyone buggers off. Maybe they come back and watch it later, because I know people are in a rush, aren't they? So unless you sort of sat down watching it on the TV. What does this look like on the TV, by the way? I bet it looks crap, doesn't it? Because it's portrait. Is it like me there and then a massive screen? Primark doing Subways, Greggs. They don't do Subways or Greggs clothes here in the Primark or the Pennies or the Primark. Yes, called a podcast. Yeah, that's it. That's what I wanted to do, a podcast. That's what I was thinking of doing. Maybe I will get into that, a bit of podcasting. Bloody hell, we've been on for 58 minutes. That's crazy. I'm setting on one for our mental health group for a podcast, so we'll chat when we meet up. Perfect, that's good. Have you done a Christmas list, Dave? Yes, I have. Every year I send a Christmas WhatsApp, but I can't show it yet because it's usually very offensive. And if it ever got out, Mr. Travelon would be banned. I send an honest Christmas list to my mother and Mrs. Travelon, and between us it's very funny, but if anybody else from the outside read it, they'd be like, is this guy mental? It's just an honest, this is what I want, do not buy this, and leave me alone. Very offensive, there you go, but they love it. Every year I send it. I'm just trying to see if I can find it on here, see if I can give you an extra. No, I can't. Honestly, I can't tell you what's in it. But it is funny. I think there's a lot of swearing in it, and it says, under no circumstances buy me effing screwdrivers, because once a set of screwdrivers was bought for me, and I said, oh, that's really good. And then I had a set of screwdrivers bought for me every pissing year for about 10 years. And now I've got screwdrivers coming out my arse. So don't buy me any more effing screwdrivers. I've got enough of them. And a big rule to my mother is not to buy anything plastic that looks like it could be useful. Because I can guarantee you, Mother, it will not be useful. And it will be thrown away. So there you go. That's my Christmas list. Lots of swearing and lots of honesty. And it starts off, I've just cleaned out the bathroom and threw out 2021 and 2022 Christmas gifts that haven't seen the light of day because they were not very good. There you go. And that would be things like aftershaves. Honestly, I cleared my bathroom out the other day and it was like gifts from Christmas that I've never even opened. Bloody smelly sets. Link smelly sets. You use the spray, don't you? You always use the Link spray, but the other shit they put in there just gets put in a cupboard. I cleared loads of it out. Pants and socks, they're always useful. You can't see it, Mark. I don't want any melon tits either. No, indeed. No shower sets. In fact, what did I ask for? Combat shorts. I can live with them. I need some combat shorts. And anything for the kitchen. And then Christmas Day, just leave me alone to cook the dinner. And don't moan at me. If I'm miserable, because I'm sweating, I'm stressed, I'm cooking a goddamn banquet. So don't need to be smiling, do I, Christmas? And whilst I'm cooking the banquet, I'm also fixing the internet, putting things together that somebody's bought for the kids, irritating things. There's noises going on with things that have been bought for the kids, irritating things. There's games being installed on PS5s that aren't working, and I'm going having to fix it, and the internet's going down again, and this, and something's broken, and something needs batteries, so I have to nip over to the only shop open on Christmas to get batteries, because otherwise it can't be used on Christmas Day. There you go. Everyone loves a Link set. I don't mind a Link set, to be honest, but it's the other crap that goes with it. Just buy me a can of Links, and then I'll use that. It's the other stuff that comes with it. You should also do a live like Maximilian. Oh, 162k subscribers, bloody hell. Right, we'll have a look. Whereby viewers can donate money for a wee drink. Oh, right, okay, I'm going to get on that then. I'm going to do some live. I'll do some more lives on there on YouTube. I'm happy to do lives on YouTube, but when I go walking around, the quality is really crap. I'm in portrait mode on here. We've had sort of maximum 100 people, which is great. And, you know, I do appreciate 100 people on YouTube watching the video. And I know people watch it afterwards because it gets saved. But TikTok Live is the way forward because I get nearly 1,000 people on a Sunday morning. Do you know what I mean? There's no money in it, but I get 1,000 people. So it's worth doing. I feel like it's worth it. Whereas if I went walking for 2 hours with 84 people, that's a lot of walking. Quick walk to the shop for a posh water. Yes, indeed. There is shops open Christmas Day. Oh, is that nearly ready?
No, I'm just giving them a shake and some sauce.
Starving. Cold turkey, chips. I do like Christmas, the leftovers. Do you know, I find leftovers are better than Christmas dinner. Christmas dinner, you just waff it down, or woof it down. Crave. You just woof it down, don't you? And then that's it. But the leftovers are the best. When you get that sort of second wind and you have like leftover sandwiches, and then the next day, we have turkey for the whole week, turkey curry, that's the best. But yeah, the shops are open, so the supermarkets are all open here, which is great. So if you do forget something for your Christmas dinner, you can pop out and get it. Dave, are all the shops closed on New Year's Day? New Year's Day, they tend to open late, but most of the little supermarkets in resort, because it's a tourist resort, most of the things will be open New Year's Day. Are the beaches busy Christmas Day? Watch the video. Me and Mrs. Travelon, I'll go for a big walk on Christmas Day. I'll get her out the house. I'll leave my mother here. I ain't walking with her. She'll be too slow. We'd have finished the video. She'll still be bloody the starter player Blanca, saying, "It's too hot. It's too hot. It's too." My dinner is almost ready, and mine. My dinner's almost ready as well. I can smell it. Chicken and chips, I think we're having. I shouldn't be eating chips. I've just done a 72-hour fast to lose weight, and I'm bashing chips down me. So yeah, I'm not sure. Why don't you like Costa de Guise? I do like Costa de Guise, Emily. It's just third on my list. It's just I've only got three resorts to choose from, and it's just third on the list. I do like Costa de Guise. When I do the live walks on Costa de Guise, some beautiful places along the front, and the front where Las Cucharas are, and there's some really, really nice bars and restaurants. I don't like doing lives in Costa de Guise because what happens is you start here, and the thing is with lives, you have to keep people entertained when you're doing the walking. People like to visualise and see like bar, restaurant, shop, people. And in Costa de Guise, you can walk 10, 15 minutes and see loads of stuff. But then to get to the next bit of Costa de Guise, because it's not one row, you have to then walk through some not very attractive parts, which is like residential areas and, you know, walking past bins and back streets. So people are like, that's boring, and they turn off. So yeah, I do like Costa de Guise. There's loads of lovely places, loads of great hotels up there, loads of restaurants. It's just third on my list, that's all. Out of all the resorts, it's number 3, which doesn't mean I don't like it. It just means I prefer Playa Blanca and Porto del Carmen. But there you go. People love Costa de Guise. I was speaking to a friend of mine that owns the rooftop bar, actually, the rooftop in Biosphere Shopping Centre that's got the 6D cinema and the golf. He's opening a golf place there in Costa de Guise. I think it's the 14th of December. We've been invited to the opening night of that and to do a video, and he loves Costa de Guise. It's his favourite place. Where can we buy the t-shirt you're wearing? Well, I'm going to get Mrs. Travelon to put it on diversionlanzarote.com. If you're here, you can order it and she'll deliver it to you. But I will add it to the YouTube shop. I don't know how much it's going to be. So the stuff that I add to the YouTube shop, like the Mr. Travelon mugs, and I'll add this t-shirt and I'll add some stuff like that. It's called merch, isn't it? I'm not selling it to make money. Like I said, my role in doing all these videos is the hope that when you come to Lanzarote, Tenerife, Fuerteventura, Gran Canaria, or anywhere else that we start selling excursions, that you look at our website and book an excursion for us, save yourself some money with the discount code TTK, and that's it. So the sort of merchandise like the mugs and these sayings, don't let the buggers get you down, I have to go for a company in England. In fact, I think it's an American company, but it's called Printful, but it's the one that you all go to, and it links with YouTube, and that's how it does it. So you basically send the design to them, and they just print it and send it out. So they send thousands out, but it's not cheap. That's why when you see people's merch, like Walk with Tim, he sells merch, and you think, you robber, 30 euros for a t-shirt or 30 quid for a t-shirt. That might be a little bit, he might be making money on that. I'm not. With the mugs, I think they're about 18 quid, 17, 18 quid. And that's literally the bare ass bones of it. That includes postage and packing, sending. I can't send them and put a price on there where I lose money, can I? So that just covers my costs and any costs that I might get with PayPal and stuff like that. So I'm not trying to make money off you, but I will put it on there, because if you want it, you can buy it as a little gift. It's the 18th, Dave. You sent me the flight details, 8th to the 15th from Prestwick. Ah, there you go, for Scotsman to come out. There you go. Yeah, Mark, so when I went to London to the travel fair, we're looking at Cyprus, Greece. We're going to look at island destinations, so I'm going to do that. But I'm just sorting a few things on how we're going to structure the business at the moment with the website. So I'm just sort of working on that at the moment, and then we're going to rock and roll. And we've got an app coming out as well. Well, we've already got the app where you can store your tickets, but the idea of the app is going to be the Travelon app. So we're going to try and save you even more money, because Mr. Travelon thinks ahead. And like I said, is tourism going to drop? Possibly. Is the cost of living crippling everybody? Yes, it is. Are prices going up? Yes. Have prices gone up here? Yes, stupidly. I mean, catamaran cruises used to be, what, 50 euros? They're now 69. That's a big jump. The camels down at Tiggerific used to be about 7 or 8 euros per person. They're now, I think, in fact, they were a lot cheaper than that. They used to be, I think, 12 euros for 2. They're now 22 euros for 2, and they're going up. Tiggerific National Park, putting their prices up, the entrance fee, everything's going up. So what we did this year, obviously if the prices go up, our commissions go up as well. Because if you're paying €100 and we get a set commission, whereas it was 60 before, our commission goes up. So I said, no, let's make the same money that we made last time, before COVID, but we'd just give a discount to the people to save them money. And I think that's a way forward because it's worked, and you guys are booking and using the code TTK and WEBDIS, WEBDIS, and then when you book one excursion, you get another code which gets you even more off. But don't tell anyone I told you that one. So yeah, we're doing discounts, and then the app is going to have all bars and restaurants on there, and they will accept the Travelon app. So if you haven't downloaded the app, I think it's on my phone. I hope it is. It's probably been updated, so it probably won't work now, just to embarrass me on live. Let me have a look. So it's called the Travelon app. It's on Apple and it's on Android. So there it is, look. And there you can book excursions from there. You can keep your tickets on there. So if you book an excursion with us, your tickets will be stored on here, so you've got it. And then in there will be restaurants. So you'll be able to say, right, what do you fancy tonight? I fancy Chinese. So you'll be able to click on that, and it will open all the Chinese restaurants near to you, and it will show you what they do, where they are, how to get there, and it will also show you the offer or discount they do when you show them that you've downloaded the Travelon app. So it'll be like a discount card, like a voucher system. So you might go in and say, I fancy Chinese today, we'll go to this one because they're offering 10% off. See, Mr. Travelon is always thinking, always thinking. So there you go. That was our first YouTube live. I've quite enjoyed it. We've been on for 71 minutes. It feels like I've been on for 5 minutes. These lot are getting ready for dinner. Dinner's ready. I'm going to go and eat. Mrs. Travelon's telling them to shush. Don't worry about it. I'm going to eat, and then I'm going to go to bed because I'm knackered. But I hope you had a good evening, and thanks for joining me today. And sorry about not filming the live catch-up, but you got this one instead, didn't you? And I'll see you lot later. Now I don't know how to log out of this because I've never used it before. But have a good evening, and I'll see you soon. Are you sure you want to end the stream? Yes, I am. See you later.